Everyone should consider being a software engineer.
Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어.
So this week I was invited to an event where me and a bunch of other engineers had to share our experiences in engineering, and I just realized that most people aren't really aware of the amount of benefits that being a software engineer has. If you don't know what to study, I feel like software engineer is one of the best options out there. I work as a software engineer. For me, many things are just a given. So I figured I'd make a video sharing with you what for me are the top 5 reasons why you should be a software engineer. So the first reason why you should become a software engineer is the low entry barrier. You don't need a university degree in order to be a software engineer. You could just learn for free online, create a portfolio, and then apply to jobs. I know a bunch of people that have gotten into big tech companies and they did not have a degree. So I'd say that's a really big plus. If you don't have the money or you just don't want to attend university, software engineering is actually a great path to consider. Because other kinds of engineerings like civil engineers, you will require a degree in order to actually work in that profession. But for software engineers, you don't need it. I also want to say that there's a huge community of software engineers online, and you could quite literally learn anything about software engineering with a laptop and connection to internet. The next reason why you want to be a software engineer is freedom. As your work only depends on a laptop, you can quite literally work from anywhere. So many companies will let you just work remotely from anywhere in the world. Many companies are willing to sponsor visas for software engineers. And that's not the case for any kind of job. If you're a marketing person, for example, it's gonna be a lot trickier to get a company to sponsor your visa to change countries and work for them. I mean, you need to be really good or you need to have something really special. But for software engineering, it's actually quite easy to get someone to sponsor a visa to work in another country. So if you're someone that likes to travel and wants to live in different places, then software engineering is a great option to consider. I know that being a doctor or a lawyer has a lot of prestige attached to it, but the truth is that they're super limited. If a doctor wants to work in another country, they'll need to go through a lot of paperwork first, and in many occasions they need to study their specialty again in that other country in order to convalidate their studies, because these are regulated professions. But with software engineering, you don't have any of that. You could just work from anywhere. So long as you speak English, you can just work from anywhere, really. So I just finished having breakfast and now I'm going to one of the most popular parks here in Madrid, which is Retiro Park, and you're coming with me. But first, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Brilliant.org. If you're just getting started with programming, a great way to do this is through Brilliant.org. Brilliant.org is one of the best ways to learn math and computer science interactively. Brilliant has thousands of lessons from foundational and advanced computer science, cryptocurrency, neural networks, and way more. And they keep adding new lessons every month. If you're an aspiring software engineer, I'd recommend you take the course on Computer Science Fundamentals. This course will teach you the basics of computational thinking in an intuitive way. It's super easy to understand even if you come from a non-science background. And my favorite thing about Brilliant is that you can learn on the go. The courses contain bite-sized lessons that you can make progress on with just 15 minutes a day, while on your commute to work or coffee break. To try Brilliant 30 days completely for free, visit brilliant.org/elsascola or click in the link in the description. And the first 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Thanks again, Brilliant, for sponsoring this video. The next big reason why I think everyone should consider being a software engineer is that the cost of building a business is actually pretty low. Online businesses don't require much money to get started. For example, if you're just building a web application, then you just need a domain and a hosting service. That's actually pretty cheap. You can get it for like $50 and then you just build whatever you want. If it doesn't work, then you didn't spend that much money on the business. If you were selling physical stuff, you need to first get some samples from the factories and then you will need to have some stock at your place so you can then sell it, and it's a bit of a mess. But when it comes to digital products, it's much more easy. When I was at uni, I used to create some products with friends. It was just like so much fun, and if it failed, then you don't really lose anything at all. And the last thing that really differentiates in a positive way software engineering from other tech roles. In other kinds of engineering, you need to have a lot of math background. But the truth is that in software engineering, I know so many people that come from arts and then they switch to software engineering and they're amazing at it. And that is because software engineering is a super, super creative thing. I know that usually most people think that it's the kind of job where you need to be like super technical. And in certain aspects, that is true. But it really depends what kind of software engineer you are. There's a wide range of tech engineering roles that you can be. You could be like, for example, a machine learning engineer where you would be doing a lot more mathematical stuff, or you could be a front-end engineer where you barely touch any math at all. I know people in both ends that are extremely successful. Don't shy away from trying software engineering because you don't really need to be a genius in math or anything like that. It really depends on the specific field that you want to work in. So if you're considering software engineering as a career, I'd say go for it. You could literally start right now checking out some tutorials on YouTube, getting started with programming with your laptop. Anything will work and you have nothing to lose, so just give it a try. And yeah.
Feel like falling deeper cold nights 난 너무 싫어 기다리기에는 너무 길어 줬던 내 사랑이 식어 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어 No I can't just can't 가져 내 맘을 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼 바보 같은 생각이야 알아 멍청해.
Alright, so I just got out of the coffee place. It was amazing. The bagel was great. And now I'm heading to the Royal Palace. I'm gonna chill a bit there. And also while having lunch, I booked the hotel for Paris. I'm going to Paris next month with Liana. You've probably seen her in other videos, but basically we're going to Paris. We're gonna wind down for a bit because our lives have become super hectic and we kind of wanted to chill in a pretty city, and it's Paris. So yeah. So as you can see, this video is a bit like different vibe. It's more vlog style. Let me know if you like this format or not. I'm trying to make it also educational while entertaining, but it's kind of difficult sometimes. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. I'm gonna meet up with some friends in a bit, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.